What's up, man?
You good?
Yes, sir.
Check.
All right. I think we're ready. So on the top table we have Kenny James, King Kenny. We have Nonito Donaire, the new WBA Unified World Champion. And from Formosa, the Chief Officer, Kalle Sauerland. I would like to give the word to you now, Kalle, for your words on tonight's event.
Yeah, I think we've had a great first night in Glasgow. Of course, you know, in this fight was a very unfortunate ending. I think it was turning into a great contest. I think Nonito looked sensational. Was even loading up on punches, but Ryan was also countering well. It was shaping up into a really great contest, and then you know, I think Ryan slipped, I believe, a disc where it's a back injury. Credit to him, he stood up, he tried to continue for I think roughly 30 seconds of the round. Nonito did what he does, you know, he's a seriously experienced individual at the highest of levels, has accomplished everything, and you know, he really put it on in the corner, and when he got back to the corner there was simply no way back, and very sad for Ryan. But you know, this is a tough sport, and Nonito's been on both ends, and he's seen the toughs, he's been the ups and the downs, and tonight's his up, and you know, now he's in a sensational semi-final against Tete. Nonito Donaire, the Filipino flash, is very much back, and a roll of the dice, and that's what happens in this great sport. And I just feel obviously very sorry for Ryan and for Adam and for the whole team. And now we have to look forward to the semi-final, which is for me a very spectacular one with obviously a unification bout, but also a place in the final at stake.
Nonito, how are you feeling right now?
I feel great. I feel amazing. You know, I'm grateful that I was able to test the weight. You know, I know Ryan was a tough guy coming in there, but we felt very comfortable going in there now, especially after the couple of rounds. You just see the adjustment that I was coming in, and I think that it shows what I'm capable in this weight class. Not only that I have the power, but now I'm a lot lighter. You'll see the Filipino flash more often.
And how do you feel about winning this way?
This is, you know, against Ryan, and I know it didn't come out the way we would want it to, but the victory is a victory, and we're so grateful for this opportunity. The WBSS has just been amazing. You know, I'm excited. Tete's next.
Thanks. And how do you see the matchup with Solani Tete?
You know, we're gonna go back to the drawing board, see what we made the mistake on tonight, what we can improve on tonight, and what we can come to create against Tete. I know Tete is a very formidable guy. He's tall, he's fast, he's slick, you know. But as you know, I'm a fighter that can fight any kind of style, whatever that suits the fight for my victory.
You've done everything in boxing. How does it feel to be able to compete still at this level and still collecting belts?
It's always great. You know, one thing that's very exciting is because the WBSS, this tournament, it makes me 20 years younger. You know, because I'm coming in with these guys. I mean, Burnett was 26 years old. You know, they're fast, they're strong. It's something to look forward to. I had to be in the best of me. And, you know, with my coach, Kenny, we're just gonna make it happen. We're just gonna keep going. But the most exciting thing is you guys got amazing fighters, all the belts. We're making it happen to where my goal is, which is becoming the undisputed champion of the world, and we're getting closer and closer.
Thanks, Nonito.
Thank you.
Just a second, Kenny James, King Kenny. This is your world champion number 27. You must be very proud right now.
Very proud. I mean, very proud. He listens well, and you know, it's like I haven't been on the big picture in a while, but this is an opportunity that was welcoming. You know, we were supposed to have gotten together some years ago, but I got a little sick, and but now I'm well again. He's well again, and we ain't gonna do nothing but kick ass.
Thanks, Kenny. And now let's open the floor. I know there will be a lot of questions. Go ahead.
Well, right now, you know, we've always fought the bigger guys. I've always fought bigger division because that's just what I always seek, is to challenge myself. You know, and after the Frampton fight, I realized that, you know what, it's time to go back to where I belong. And you saw today how powerful and how fast I can be. There's going to be much more of that. This is just the tip of the iceberg of what I'm capable of in this division.
Take away that's maybe a bit of a weird ending, but you see the boxing there as well, and maybe the shock that maybe unraveled there, or sorry, was actually a massive shot to the ribs in the second round.
Well, there was a lot of body shots that we were working on, and I was throwing just everything that I got on it, and there could be a big effect on it. But there's also that when we started to box, we weren't right in front of him. So when he hit, a lot of things could have gone. I mean, he could have, you know, he was pulling back while he was punching, so his body wasn't coordinated properly. But as well, you know, the body shot that we were working on, I mean, a lot of it was part of the plan that we were trying to do. But again, I don't know exactly what happened, and I just wish him that he's healthy and he heals well.
Did you sense any distress in him before he went to the canvas?
No, you know, I mean, I was hitting him hard in the body, and that was my goal, was to go in there and just tear him apart. But one thing is that I did notice when I made him miss that that he was pulling too much, and he was putting too much of his velocity in while pulling himself back. And I think that had to deal. I mean, I'm no scientist when it comes down to it, but I think a lot of it affected, from the body shot to making him miss, to moving around, and, you know, and maybe cutting weight, whatever it is. You know, I really don't know what it is, but there was nothing that I saw that led to that, except for the body shots that I was throwing on that side. I said, you know, you're a great fighter. You know, I didn't want to win in this type of thing. You're a great fighter. This was a good fight. You know, I wish you the best. That's pretty much what it is. That, you know, I didn't want to win this way, but you gave me a hell of a fight. You're a great fighter. Keep rising.
You said Filipino Flash would be reborn in this fight. Is that how it felt in those first few rounds?
In the first few rounds, I was still sluggish. You saw that I was just relying too much more on the power. And then Kenny, you know, had me realize that, hey, we didn't train that way. And so I started to show what I was training, which is to box, be smart, be slick, feint, move around, you know. And that's why Kenny said, you know, I'm a good listener, because that's when I started to listen, and you saw the big difference in the way the fight came into. I mean, he wasn't touching me anymore. I was touching him, and I was setting him up and stuff like that. So, you know, again, the whole thing was unfortunate in his case, but, you know, we had a good run in terms of how we can improve the next time.
Did you sense that you were hurting him because you got him on the corner quite a few times? Did you sense that you were hurting him when you were connecting?
He's a slick guy, you know, he's a very slick guy. But I know that with my power, I can hurt these guys. You know, it was just a matter of watching and seeing and just being patient with it. But I know that I can hurt him if I land something.
Your nose for your left hand, but it was actually the right with the top of his guard, actually, to kind of for every time.
That's something that we work on, you know, something that we have an arsenal to. I'm not just a left hook guy.
Yeah.
You know, all my punches are gonna be very, you know, tremendous and painful and dangerous. So whatever punches that comes out of me, they know they're gonna feel it. And then, you know, Burnett was a slick guy. He was a slick guy, but, you know, I did land something good, and I know he felt that. No, no. I respect Burnett for being the champion and for the things that he did. But that was something out of the ordinary. But I think a lot of it was set up in ways, to break him down. That's what me and Kenny did, was just to strategize to break him down, and then at the same time to box whatever works best for him. This is one of those achievements that I'm very grateful for, and I'm just very, very happy at this moment. But most of all, I'm happy to see where I can be in this division in terms of my ability is coming up.
So the last time in Belfast for the whole panel was actually unified division to be main guys, so the plan's still remains.
Yeah.
You actually want to unify this division and you want to
Well, that's the goal. That's my goal here. Again, I have the best guys in the division. Mainly, it's to be undisputed.
Nonito, you've been around the block a few times before, so in a tournament like this, where you're fighting 3 times in a short space of time, do you think it could prove vital in the long run to fight 10-4